Good afternoon. Tom Ginn, G Force. Gratitude powers your potential. We'll be right back. Well, good afternoon. Monday. G is for gratitude. Tom Ginn here. You know, gratitude is what I call the mortar between the bricks of life. It determines how we look and how we operate in life in a positive way or a negative way. And today we're going to be talking again out of this book. We'll get into it here, The ABCs of Success by Bob Proctor. And today we're going to be talking about circumstances. Page and a half of high impact awareness. And I think it's relevant to how we deal with things. Are we victims or are we victorious? Are we letting circumstances control us? And it all starts with a mind, your mind, your first thoughts. So important to be able to recognize that. So we're going to talk today about those principles. But before I do, I want to make sure I get an announcement out. For tonight, Elevate Your Profits. You know, Mark Gasser and I tonight, we'll be talking something very significant. It deals with the circumstances that are around us right now. The effect of our finances, what's happening with inflation and how that's impacting us. And we can either respond or we can react. But most people today are in a state of fear and anxiety, stress, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But Mark and I are going to be talking about that. I'll be bringing up what I've been teaching for nearly 40 years of how to take that part of your life, the finances that we have, money, and how we look at money, and so you don't have stress. We're in a reality check right now. Where are you today? How stressed out are you with regards to what's happening in our economy, whether it's in business or whether it's in your personal life? It just depends on what you've been doing and what the game plan is moving forward. What is your plan B? So I'm going to be sharing some of the principles I've been teaching for nearly 40 years. I've helped thousands of people, not personally myself, but with my organization, my company of the past, teaching these principles, shifting people's belief system about success and money. And that's been my mission for nearly 40 years, improving people's lives. And we're going to be talking about one thing that's evident today, how people are being stressed out about what's going on in the economy and how it's affecting their personal and business finances. And hopefully we'll give you some insight of how to take control of that. So that's the announcements tonight. 6 p.m. Eastern. Elevate Your Profits, Mark Gasser and myself. So turn on your notifications. But today, you know, gratitude, like I started out, is a very powerful word when we really understand it, how to apply it. And I think today what you're going to see here in this lesson that Bob has taught is so important. Circumstances. Are we victims or are we going to be victorious? And that's just a matter of how we look at it. And starts with gratitude as a principle. And you call your own shots. no matter what's happening, we have an economy that people are affected by in a very significant way, impacting families and businesses in a very significant way. You get to call the shots. And I'm just going to read this: where we have been, where we are now, and where we are going. These three important phases is in everyone's life. Three important phases is in everyone's life. Where have we been? Where are we right now? And where are we going? So it's how you look at those three things. You can mentally mix exciting experience from the past and the present that will provide you to develop an interesting vision. Key word here. I think it's important when I talk about this in vision for your future. We can take a look at the experience of the past and the present, envision what we want in the future. Very important principle in this little lesson. And if we're not mentally alert, we can easily revert to and reflect of the unpleasant experiences or failures from the past. And we can carry those forward, put them into the present, and we can project them to the future. So your mind will only perform based on your thinking. Your actions will support that. So it's how we look at things determines the action we take. So if you look at the past and carry the negatives forward, and unfortunately too many people live in the past and focus on the struggles and the impacts that they've had from negative experiences or circumstances, versus going to a place of gratitude and look at what's good, carry it forward, build on it today, and build on it for tomorrow and the future is so important. So this it will automatically, if you go to the past and focus on the negative, it will automatically develop an attitude and prevent any productive planning for the future. That's very important. Our past experience and our present circumstances have absolutely no power other than which we choose to give them. That was in the last lesson that I gave, is choice. You have a choice on those circumstances. How are you going to deal with positively or negatively? And we visit those things of the past daily. It could have been something that happened yesterday. Do we keep going back to that? Or are we looking to draw something good and positive from it, build it forward to this moment, carry it forward to give a result that you want, positive? Look at the things of the past with gratitude every day. Look at those things of your past accomplishments. Look at your accomplishments, even going back to as a child, making the softball team or the baseball team or the choir or whatever it is. Look back, and because those things are accomplishments that are positive. Your successes in relationships, in business, in the jobs you have, the things you solve, the successes, the experiences of those brings us great joy. You know, you go into people's offices And for years, my whole office was filled with plaques of all the successes and the triumphs I did in business. Even prior to that, I used to have my trophies from when I was an athlete, winning track meets and shot put events, my accomplishments in high school football, those big plaques and awards, being recognized all state in California, recognized regionally as so I look at those successes. They brought me joy. Even thinking about it today brings a level of joy. I'm not living in the past, but I'm carrying forward a good feeling. Right today, people are struggling. And if we stay on go back to those things that bring you joy and happiness, and that clears up all the negatives. See, when we move to that place, the negatives are going to only allow you to see what's negative. These are principles I've been learning for all these years in coaching. Like energy draws like energy. Like thoughts bring like thoughts. Brings like results. So it's our perspective. Look at the past and draw the good things that brought you joy. Even going back to a child, your business career, look around. Do you have, if I turn my camera around, you'd see all the recognitions that I've gotten over the last several years in my coaching, in my businesses and those areas. And I look at it, it brings a different perspective, even in a tough day where I've had a situation in business that wasn't to my expectations, a setback or a disappointment. And then I look up and a reminder, yes, Tom, you are successful. Just keep your mind straight. Though these awards and recognitions bring joy. So put those things up around you of the positive circumstances. When you're there, you start seeing the world differently. You'll start seeing opportunities that have always been there, but you don't see them if you have something negative you're focusing on. You will only focus on the negative. Your mind can only occupy one thought, one image at a time. So why not choose your thoughts? Choose gratitude, choose joy, choose happiness. And guess what you start seeing? Those situations or things you call circumstances dictates how you're going to respond to them. So you get to call the shots. And you calling the shots is basically how do you look at things? The positive circumstances will start manifesting around you. You suddenly become more excited. That's an emotional thing. People say, Tom, you stay at a high level of energy, of an excitement. And I choose that. It's how I think. And it's not what do you call it? I'm trying to think of a word here. It's not hype or anything. It works. It is who I am. I make a choice to what I focus on, what level of energy that I want to. After a while, it becomes habitual. And then those circumstances that come up, I just it's like wipe on, wipe off. It just becomes a natural process. These phrases, again, is very important. Where we have been, where we are now, and where we're going. Make your mental mix a winning combination. See, success does leave formulas. And this is one of the things Bob Proctor has taught, instilled in me. Create habitual behavior of being excited, enthused, be happy, be grateful. And guess what? And it was hard work to get out of my past and my negative thinking, my self-image, am I worthy of, my limiting beliefs. Now I focus in on the things that bring me joy and purpose. And guess what's manifesting? All those thoughts. So you have a choice of the circumstances that you do or don't want. Your negative thinking will keep the circumstances in place. And then Bob is saying he has many successful people he knew kept a list, a record of their accomplishments. They carry it with them and they read it periodically. Well, that's what these plaques are. And this is what your trophies are. You know, a lot of times you think, oh, that's sort of corny, but you know what? Bring up that little trophy that you got when you were a child, that little tiny trophy, and see what it does for you. You may want to try it. Then look back, and you'll be seeing a beautiful picture. And in closing, you are always free to change your mind and choose a different future or a different past. Pretty powerful words, you think about them. Life is divided in three terms: that which was, which is, and which will be. Learn from the past to profit by the present, and from the present to live a better future. A better future. Circumstances. Are you victim or are you victorious? Very important. You call your own shots. When you study this page and a half out of this book, study the words, look at your habitual thinking, your behaviors, and go to those places that bring you joy. Gratitude does that, even in the moment of a crisis, even in a situation that's outside your control that's bringing difficulty. There's something good from the past and the present you can carry forward, and opportunities and creativity manifest themselves out of your thinking. You think negative, you're going to get negative results. Einstein said it better, the law of relativity. Whatever you think about is going to occur. What you focus on will occur. First thoughts, like Glenn Morshower, dictates the direction you're going. Circumstances. You call your own shots. With that, I just want to say how grateful I am for those that jumped on. Always ask what fuels your day. What fuels your day? My day starts out when I wake up, put my feet on the ground. I just sit there and I have a gratitude statement. I get up and I move through my day from that point on in optimism, hope, and faith. And like Rex Sykes said, take it beyond faith, hope, and wish and wants. Be certain. Be certain what you want. Goes beyond. So, with that all said, everybody have a great day and focus on what you're grateful for. Gratitude will change your perspective. Choose something positive from the past or positive. Carry it forward to this moment, carry it forward in the future, or you can choose something negative, bring it to the present and carry that forward. It's your choice. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.